Well, that was a great clip. Melinda did a great job on that.
I
was very impressed. I'd like to see it over and over because I think I saw myself in the ABBE 101 protest part. And Virginia, we have Virginia Reeby with us, and I'm very honored, Virginia, to have you. And
Linda, thank you.
And everyone out there knows who you are and how powerful you are and how instrumental you've been with Project 10 in L.A., the school system. And I was most impressed to read about the gay prom that happened just this year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Maybe you could tell us a little more about that.
Well, that was an idea that came up a few months ago, and I have to tell you, when it was first brought to me, I thought, a prom for gay and lesbian kids, that is an idea that I wonder if we can carry it off. But we had a tremendous amount of support, and as it turned out, the prom went off without a hitch. It was a terrific party. We had about 150 kids from all over the city that came. They had just a splendid time. It was a lovely, classy event, and now next year we're going to do it. It'll probably be 2 or 3 times as big.
Well, there was no protesters at all?
Well, we had a few. We had a few outside on the sidewalk that were carrying such original signs as God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And they say this, but there were only 10.
Adam and Eve created Adam and Steve later.
Thank you. Yes, that was much later.
Right. But they, they marched outside, and they really didn't interfere with anything. And actually, I thought it was a very small protest, insignificant. From that standpoint, yes.
When you think that 10 years ago, if we could have had, now prom queen is taking on a whole new meaning.
That's right. Yeah. I think 10 years ago this could not have happened.
No, it's true. And the kids in the school system, I've seen them on different interview shows and things like that, and they talk about how much they're harassed, and now that's starting to really, when we've got more pride in ourselves, the younger kids, the teenagers.
I think the situation is still very, very difficult for gay and lesbian kids in the school system. There still is a tremendous amount of harassment, and particularly in school districts that are smaller, not Los Angeles Unified. Right. But I think that the other thing that's happening is that the young people are becoming empowered. I think it's one of the most exciting things that's occurring. And they are just not only demanding their rights as mainstream students, but they're saying, we deserve respect, and we expect you to respect us. So I think when they are communicating that, it is helping to change the atmosphere.
Wow.
I think there'll probably be some younger people in the parade this year, too. I know that when the parade gets started, we'll know more about that. But I think that, I saw some kids from Glass.
Yes. Well, I've heard of many of the students that are going to be marching in various contingents in the parade today. So I think that's, they are really our future. Right. And they have a degree of courage that is enviable. I'm thrilled about them, and I'm glad to see them here in the parade.
Right, and so many of them, when you hear them speak, they say that if it wasn't for people like yourselves and for the programs that you're, instrumental in helping them get over this homophobia that they have even about themselves, and the suicide rate, the suicide rate is so high.
Well, the suicide rate is still disproportionately high. It goes back to, being a member of a stigmatized group and trying to deal with that, and being a teenager at the same time. The situation is certainly not rosy for them, and I think people like myself have maybe opened the door a little bit for them, and they've had to come forth then and do, bring their lives with them.
And how old are you when you came out, David?
Oh, geez. 17. Came out behind the orange curtain, in fact. Scary.
You did better than me. I didn't come out till I was 25. I'll tell you more about that in a few minutes, but we have a commercial coming up. It's with Dr. Warren, and we definitely want to see that. So we'll see you in a few minutes.
A package arrived for you today. I saw my name. Well, Candy was written on it, so I thought it was for me.
How is my favorite patient? Look, flowers and a card and... Oh, no!
Oh, you want to watch some TV, honey? The parade's on. I heard that the commercials are just fabulous.
This show brought to you in part by Urban Fitness Magazine, a new magazine for you. Available soon at your local magazine stand. Hello and welcome back. So we were talking earlier with Virginia Reeby about what time we came out and different ages and such, and what it's like for young people today in America coming out. And that all began, I guess, as a mindset for the public to see people coming out and the gay rights movement in the forefront with Stonewall back in 1969, New York City.
69, right. And where were you in 69?
69, let's see.
I think I was in the military, actually.
I think I was probably in about 3rd, 4th grade.
Yeah, that's why I didn't come out till I was 25, because, you know, as we all know, even though I was in the Canadian military, and I would like to have, you know, let the world know that the Canadian military has allowed homosexuals now for years, and they've had absolutely no problem.
Really?
It's been almost 2 years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, and well, we're one of the, you know, the largest armies in the world that doesn't allow gays and lesbians still. It's really...
Yes. I know. I was kicked out myself. I was in the Navy.
You know, I'm excited because the parade's going to be here in just a few minutes.
Oh, really?
You can feel the energy, can't you? As the crowd waits, you know, the parade itself. And some of the people that are in the parade today, or that maybe weren't able to make it, we're going to have tapes on them, and I believe we have a tape now. You know. Yeah,
we do. We have a thank you, or sort of an intro from Dick Riordan, who couldn't be here with us this year, unfortunately. The Honorable Mayor Richard Riordan is been kind enough, though, to send us a tape, and we'll let it go from here.
Welcome to the 24th Annual Christopher Street West Parade. I wish I could be with you today as I was last year, but I am glad to add my voice to today's celebration of pride. Today's celebration reminds all Angelenos that everyone matters. Of whatever sexual orientation, gender, race, creed, or color, everybody in this city is important and deserves to be treated as important. Los Angeles is a city that embraces all of its residents. The gay and lesbian community is a key part of what makes Los Angeles great. So march in pride today, and I will look forward to being with you personally next year on your 25th anniversary.
Well, that was Mayor Richard Riordan there.
I wonder what he's doing today that he couldn't be here.
I don't know. You said he was here last year, though, right?
Yeah, I did see him last year, and he's just missing this year, and there can't be anything more exciting than this.
I don't think so. No, this is the most exciting thing in the world, in fact. I remember my first gay parade I came out to back in 1980. Oh, tell you, I thought I'd died and gone to gay heaven. Oh, it was phenomenal. It really was.
You know, I'm originally from a small town in Canada, and my first gay pride parade was very lonely because I was all alone.
Really?
Yeah.
By yourself?
Had
no
to do
friends?
everything. Yeah, they televised it, though. That was nice. But what a difference. You know, I think the first gay pride parade, that we had 1,200 people in the parade. We had 3,500 people watching the parade.
Oh, wow.
And you compare that to the multitudes of people that are going to be here today, and it really does make a difference. And every year, you know, our numbers seem to grow. And I don't think that that's so much that there's more homosexuals now. I just think that there's more of us that are out of the closet.
Well,
and today, there's not anyone in the closet, I don't think. I think everybody must be here today.
I think so, too. An estimated, I said earlier, 250,000. It could swell. Who knows? To 300,000. Who knows? Some years, the count gets so high, people stop counting. So it's going to be a phenomenal day. The sun's trying to break out, and it's going to be a great day, folks.
Oh, well, this is something that we'll be able to have an interview with ABBE Land,
oh, really?
The mayor of West Hollywood, and it's a tape, and we're going to be showing that in just a second here, because ABBE will be in the parade herself today, but she does have a message for us all, so let's have a look at that.
2, 3.
Hi, I'm ABBE Land, mayor of the city of West Hollywood, and we are so proud to be hosting the annual Christopher Street West Festival. It's been a great weekend, and we are going to have a terrific parade as we celebrate Stonewall 25, a global celebration. And what better place to be than the city of West Hollywood? Have fun, and thanks for being here.
Last year I was in the parade. Have you been in the parade before, David?
Yes, I was. I was in the parade. I marched with the Inland AIDS Coalition many years ago, back in 1987. Had a phenomenal time. My feet hurt like hell, but I had a great time.
I know. I was thinking back all the different years I've been here. I was with ACT UP one year. I was on the Banshee Float one year. Last year I was in a convertible with the drag queen, which was great. I didn't wear my hat last year, which was a big mistake. It was a lot hotter.
Oh, the jester hat.
Oh, any hat.
Any hat,
I got really sunburned, and that doesn't look like it's going to be a problem today, though. It's still a little overcast, and we're hoping that that'll go away. But in any case, I mean, we've had natural disasters even that haven't stopped us from having a great gay pride. Remember the year we had the earthquake? Now, that was, I'm in Long Beach. I'm thinking, I wonder if they're still going to have the gay pride parade. And I thought, well, I'm going to risk it. I'm not going to miss it. And I drove up, and they actually had T-shirts all ready to go saying, I survived the earthquake, gay pride parade.
Oh, no.
In the hours in between it happening, and that was what, 2-hour span maybe.
Oh, wow.
You know, I can hear the parade.
Yeah, I can hear it coming too, actually. I can hear the crowd getting excited. I'm getting excited. Are you? It's pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah, it's funny.
This energy flow that builds.
Yeah, every year, you know, I can't imagine what it must be like for people that have never been to a gay pride parade. And I know we get people coming from all over the country because, you know, we are famous.
Yeah.
For our parades,
yes,
and what it must be like for them. And that's the feeling, you know, that I don't think I'll ever have it again until I actually get here. So for those of you out there that are viewing this today and you thought, well, it's just such a hassle, I don't want to park, and I don't want to deal with all that, you're missing this feeling that we have. So you should always come out and do this once a year.
Yeah, you know, people who decide to stay home, you know, we're all part of a family. We all need each other, and we need you here. That feeling of family carries throughout after the parade. People think, you know, oh, we have a good time, we go to the festival. That's it. No, when I came out, this inspired me so much that I went back home and immediately got involved in gay rights organizations and gay rights democratic clubs. You know, from the feeling I got from the parade. So if you ever think that you don't count or you're not important, I'll tell you come here and we'll prove you differently. Yeah, and also the festival. You know, after the parade will be the festival, and I was at the festival yesterday, and almost all of the floats that you're going to see today are also represented by booths at the festival. And you can get more information, and there's really an organization, I think, for everybody, you know, something that you'll want to volunteer, something that you'll want to do. I was active with PAWS, you know, pets are wonderful support. I'm an animal lover, and so I am too. I'm a member of PAWS as well. Oh, we're finding out all kinds of things about each other, aren't we? It looks like we're related, too. I think that's kind of, that's not a homosexual thing, that's just, okay. So tell me, why is this day so important to you? Do you have a partner here with you today, or girlfriend? My girlfriend, actually, I helped make one of the floats. I worked on it for hours and hours with little pieces of paper mache, and I'm not even going to tell you which float it was yet until I see how it actually turned out. Got the same fingers. And, you know, so I helped do a float. It's I'm not going to tell you until I see it and see how it turned out. The last stage it was in, if they pull it off, I'm going to be real impressed. So if it goes by and we don't say anything about it, then I know it's your float then. Yeah, okay. I won't admit it. You won't hear about it again. Yeah. Well, David, how important is it to you today's day? Oh, I'll tell you, it's probably the most important, actually. This is a celebration of life and a reaffirmation of our rights and a reaffirmation of who we are as a community, as a family, really. I see it more as a family, more than a community. You know, the way we treat each other and the way we talk about one another in our joking spirit, that gay wry humor. People from the outside look in and they see it and they wonder, gee, you know, God, they're always so, you know, kind of bitchy and biting. But that's our way we communicate as a family. Every family communicates differently. This is how we communicate as a family. So for me, this day is really a day of communicating to the world that we are family, that we belong, that we are here, and we're not going away. And we belong in West Hollywood, and we actually have a tape right now that would be a great time to show it because it's all about tourism and all the things that you can do and all the things that you can see in West Hollywood. So let's take a look at that.